Welcome back to the Triston Dunn Show. I am your host, Triston, and we finally got my uncle Coach Z on the show. What up, Coach? How's it going?
It's going good, buddy. Thank you. It's Friday, my day off in the week, so it is good. It's a great day so far. No kids, no wife, no nothing. Got the place all to myself.
Hell yeah, that's the best kind of day right there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do a couple different things today. First we're gonna talk about you a little bit though.
All
So
right.
you're. I know you don't consider yourself a capper, but you do like to go in and look at certain things before you pick a game. You might
Right.
not consider yourself a capper, but you do. You, I like to consider you a pretty good sports better.
Thank
Your
you.
your betting style has always intrigued me because you're kind of like me in the sense of you're always looking at different things, but you're mainly a trend guide. If that, I think
Yes.
that's fair to say.
Right.
Um, like what are you looking for? So like for those of you that don't know, Coach has a huge disdain for the NFL. He cannot stand it.
Yeah.
Um
It's grown the last couple of years. Yes.
yeah. So let's talk about that for a second. Why do you hate the NFL so much?
It's turned to me. It's just turned into an expensive form of WWE Raw. It's just an expensive show for me now. Remember the times, and of course I'm old school because I'm old. But I remember the times when we used to have two tight ends and a fullback, and you run the ball, and people knew how to tackle, people knew how to run, people knew how to block. So.
So
It, it,
but you like college football. What makes it different? I don't feel like it's any different.
I coached for 18 years. I coached 4 years at the college level, and I coached 14 years at the high school level.
Hmm.
And we were always teaching, and that was the fun part about it. It was teaching football, and the fundamentals is what people just they don't understand it. They want to see touchdowns, and they want to see flash, and they want to see stuff like that.
Yep.
Which there's a huge part in it. I completely understand, and I'm glad the game has changed because it is more exciting watching a 44 to 40 game on a Monday night versus a 10-7 that everybody hates. I get that,
Right.
but the game has changed so much where coaches, I think coaches stopped coaching, especially, and it starts at the high school level. They just stopped coaching and all that. But my reason for loving college, and I don't know that it's going to last very much longer with all the NIL and all the money,
Yep.
but these kids still care about the program, the community. There, there's a sense of worth, and it is about the team. They don't worry about the bonuses. If I get so many catches or so many touchdowns or so many passing yards or rushing yards, there's none of that in college. It's just go win, right?
Yeah.
And so I think there's just a lot more excitement at the college level, and things can go haywire at the college level because of that. Just like we got. We talked about last night on the podcast, Bud. We talked about these games in the SEC that are coming up. Florida, no chance to beat Georgia. No, you call bullshit on that because it does mean something to these kids.
Yep.
And with the 19, 20, 21-year-old kid out on the field, you never know what you're going to get because kids are kids. We were kids once, and I remember. So anyway, that's why my love for college. The NFL is completely different. You and Donnie call it, playing for the bag. It's all about money. There's no loyalty. There's nothing anymore. It's they leave. They get people get traded in the mid seasons and stuff like that, and you can hardly keep up with who's playing where and where they're going. You have McCaffrey that just moved from your place to the 49ers. I mean, it's a different game, and I just don't think these kids understand it, and they're getting paid way too much money. Kyler Murray gets paid way too much money
Yep.
to not go and watch film. You know that, right? There's a
Yes.
clause in
Yeah.
his contract to go. That's bullshit, man.
Which
Mhm.
which it did get removed, but the fact that it was in there at one point says a lot. Like, I mean, you're not wrong, but like,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, it did get removed out of his contract. But I don't know. I think sometimes I just think the NFL on its worst day is better than college on its best. Don't get me wrong. I'm
What do you
26.
mean? What does
Huh?
that mean? What do you mean the game, the purity of the game, or the physicality or watching it?
Watching the game. I don't know. And so, all right. So what I was going to get to kind of coincide with that is I'm 26.
Mhm.
I remember in 2003 the Panthers going to the Super Bowl to play the Patriots in Houston. I remember watching that game. I remember watching them lose, and I've watched NFL my whole life since then. Like it's just and
Mhm.
which is kind of crazy to say this because like I grew up in North Carolina, so like football, college football is big around here.
Mhm.
We got the ACC is it's a big deal around here, but I just never cared enough to pay attention to it. I'm an NFL guy through and through. Like I I buy Madden every year it comes out. I
Right.
play Madden. I watch NFL game. Like it doesn't have to be the Panthers on TV. I'm gonna watch an NFL game.
Right.
Um it's honestly a bucket list of mine to go to every NFL stadium in the country because I think that'd be cool as shit. Um I've only knocked two off that list so far.
We're doing the same with SEC over here in my household, but go ahead.
Really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to Houston. I watched a game in Houston, and of course, I've watched one here. I've watched so many here, I've lost count. But um, I think Atlanta's going to get knocked off that list pretty soon because it's not too far from me. But anyway, back to my point. I'm an NFL guy. I've always have been. You know that now.
Mhm.
But I will say college football is growing on me. And what really kind of did it for me was that Alabama Tennessee game 2 weeks ago was phenomenal. I mean, that was just
Yeah.
fun football to watch.
I
Like,
think it's one of the best games played over the last maybe 4 years that
yeah,
I've seen. Yeah.
and the NCAA championship last year was also really good.
Mhm.
We weren't as close as we are now, but I
Right.
remember we were still like talking and stuff, and like that game was awesome too when Georgia beat Alabama.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm just an NFL guy. You're just a college guy.
Well, and it's just we're different. I grew up like here in the SEC. I I I know where basically all the kids that play for UT, A&M, TCU. I know the high schools they came from.
Right.
I either coached against them or know where they're at here in the state of Texas. And I mean, our state's huge and we've got a million high schools. But that's the thing. I keep up with these kids. I know where they're going. I know where they came from. I knew who their high school coaches were. So, and then again, my daughter went to A&M. My money still goes to A&M. So there's a lot involved with that. And then the coaching style, the recruiting, and all that.
Will
I
you
did that. So
will
it's
you will you explain that to me? The
what's that?
money going to A&M thing. You mentioned it last night too on the podcast. Like, what is that? Like, are you like a
Oh, well, you get you can so when from any college, you can do it from any college. I know I'm still a Century Club member at the university where I got my first bachelor's at Howard Payne University in Brownwood. I still send a check every month to them. Small check. You become, Century Club members or whatever. They've got different memberships for the colleges that you go to, and you just
what is the
keep.
benefit you get from A&M like by doing that? Just curious.
Oh, I mean, different schools do different things. You
Oh,
can go into like not really the suites, but there's different levels at the stadium where you're allowed to go in because you still have to pay buy your tickets and all that good stuff and your beer, but you're able to go into different things and different events throughout the year.
okay.
Yeah, and so by doing that, my daughter gets to do those things.
That's
Um,
cool.
yeah, so yeah, we're Century Club members and stuff like that. It's there's a lot that goes on to it, but yeah, I mean, how can you not? And that's the thing about college is um, they gave so much for my daughter that my school gave so much for me, opportunities and stuff that now to me it's only right to give back.
I guess that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah,
If you enjoyed your time there, then I get
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not enjoying
Um,
it now, but hopefully we can turn it around.
they fucking
But
suck. Let's just
I,
be
I,
honest
reg- I,
about it.
I regress. This is your show. Sorry. Go ahead.
We'll get off the A&M trash can right now.
I'm still
So
repping. I'm still repping. Go ahead.
So, all right, before we get into the games for this week, so I will say whether you don't like NFL or not, you do pretty well with like betting the NFL. Um,
I want to make this clear. I don't. My disdain for the NFL is the way it's coached and played right now. I mean, it's still football,
yeah,
and football is a cat. It's a golden cow, and so it's just the way it's coached, and it's gotten out of hand.
yeah.
So
So like, all right, so let's talk about last night's game. I would say that last night's game was the first half was slow, but overall, I feel like the game it was a pretty good Thursday night game. Like
right.
Thursday night games have been pretty trash this year, and I feel like last night was better. So when you what was the bet you placed last night? We talked about it on the show.
So because the Bucks and even the Ravens, but the Bucks more so. Um, they're it's just you don't know what you're getting,
Right. Yeah.
and we talked about they're trending down,
Yep.
like they've lost it, the wheels are coming off,
Yep.
but still the line was really close. They're at home. You never know what you're going to get from Lamar because he is the best running back in the league playing quarterback, in my opinion.
Yep.
So I thought it would be a close game. I didn't think any, we talked about defenses are pretty much trash now in the NFL, especially with these two. So I thought, you know what, let's tease the Ravens because Vegas scared me with the -2 on the Bucks. Let's tease the Ravens to 8. Let's lower the total to 40. And so I'll take the Ravens +8 and over the and over the 40.
It
So
it hit with ease too. Like it
yeah,
wasn't even close. Like that was a
that
good bet.
was one of the first ones that I didn't have to sweat in a long time.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah,
I mean I've said it all year. The Bucks are so overrated. Whenever before the season started, I was just starting my podcast. We were starting our Coaches Call podcast, and so I was trying to get better at podcasting in general and just talking
right.
into a mic. So one of the things I did was try to find a podcast that I could listen to and just see how they do things. And I found this one. It's called Imagine Sports, and they're pretty cool. But there's this one guy on there that's just got some fucking ridiculous hot takes. Like one of them was that the Bucks were the best team in the league, and I'm like, there's no way. Like it's not close. There's one thing right now about the NFL. It is so wide open.
Yeah.
Like it's not like one clear cut like two Super Bowl teams. I can name maybe two right now, but the problem is they're both in the AFC. The Chiefs and the Bills. I think you're gonna see them two fucking duke it out in the playoffs this year. It's a
Yeah,
train waiting to happen.
I wrote that in my blog this past week,
Yep.
Triston. There's only three. I only see three elite teams in the NFL: the Chiefs and the Bucks and the Eagles. And then I still see the 49ers and the Cowboys looking from the outside in. But I think there's only three elite teams, and the same thing with quarterbacks. There's only two elite quarterbacks right now, and I'm taking away, of course, Brady and what's our boy at Green Bay?
Rogers.
Yeah, Brady and Rodgers. They were elite. They're just it's time to ride off in the sunset.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's only two elite quarterbacks in the league, just like there's very few elite teams. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I just the Bucks are not that team this year, and I'll go ahead and tell you the common denominator is the coach, Todd
Yeah,
Bowles. We talk about it all the time, staying in your lane and
yeah,
doing what you're good at.
yeah. Love it.
Todd Bowles he's a fantastic defensive coordinator, but time and time again, he's proven he is not a good head coach in the NFL.
Hmm.
He's just not, and that's okay. Honestly,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's just showing again. He was given a playoff team, and they're 3-5.
Mhm.
So I think that says more about him than it does anything.
Yeah. One hundred
So,
percent.
okay, so this is what we're gonna do.
Talk
We
to me.
All right. So we're gonna go down the slate for NFL. I'll call out the spread and the total for the game, but I want you to tell me who's gonna win. We're
Just
gonna
win.
just win, me versus you. I'll call out the spread and total. You can tell me if you also like other bets on that game. I do that as well.
Okay.
So like if you like the under, tell me you like the under. If you like the spread, tell me you like the spread. That's cool too. So I went ahead and I wrote down you wanted the Ravens last night because I remember you wanted the
Yeah.
Ravens. So I also wanted the Ravens. Uh we kicked Donnie's ass on that one. We start 1-0. We start 1-0 on the week. Donnie,
You're coming off a 10-4 week too.
yeah, I'm hot. I got the hot hand right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. You're on a heater, bro.
Uh Donnie took the Vegas bait last night. I was not falling for it. No, sir.
No.
All right, so we got Denver and Jacksonville heading to London, and the spread's 2.5. The over under's 40.5. Who you got winning that one?
Yeah, I got the Jags winning it. Ugly game, ugly teams, but you're gonna force me to pick one. It's the Jags, and I'd even take them. I'd even take the Jags -2.5 too.
I agree. I'm also on the Jacks for this one.
Yeah.
Um, so then you got Arizona traveling to Minnesota. The Cardinals are 3.5 dogs. The over under is 49.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we talked about this last night. All over the Vikings,
Yeah,
and
me and
it's more of a fade against Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury.
yeah, I think this line should be bigger, in my opinion. I really think that the Vikings, or I think this is Vegas trying to get the public to bite on the Cardinals because they blew out the Saints at last Thursday. Give me the Vikings all day in this one. All right, we got mine and your Carolina Panthers
Yes,
traveling to Atlanta.
dude. I'm telling you, they're gonna win, and when they do, because you're gonna take the Falcons.
Oh
I got a
no.
feeling, but my Panthers win here. I'm gonna get your jersey or your beanie, one of the two. But give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers in this one, man.
Wait, so okay, but hold on. Now we got to talk about this because on the show last night you picked the Falcons.
No, it didn't.
Yes, you did. I got it written down.
You wrote it wrong.
I did not write it wrong.
What's the line?
4.
They come Falcons and they
Hey, it's
come.
recorded. You can't lie. I'm
Okay.
just telling you. I mean, I'm taking the Panthers because fun fact,
Really?
yes.
Pick the Falcons.
You want the Falcons.
I must have been drunk. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna hedge out of it now.
You
There had to
sure?
have been a reason.
That's what I mean. That's fine. I think you're thinking that you said something about the Panthers having a hangover.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm doing. Yeah, and then the Falcons lost last week,
You're
so they're
trying to
yeah, yeah,
zigzag
yeah,
it.
yeah. So we're gonna zigzag the thing. That's it. You're right. Give me the
Yep.
Falcons.
Um, they're not gonna win. So this is actually gonna be a bigger game than people realize. These two are whoever wins this game is first place in the NFC South. So it is a I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's the Super Bowl, but like it is a pretty
It
damn
is.
big game. So I like the over as well in this game, over 41. I think there's gonna be some points put up.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, we got Chicago going to Dallas. Last night when we did our show, the spread was 9.5. It is now at 10. So people are hitting Dallas pretty hard. The over under is also 42.5. What you got? I got Cowboys.
I thought we all had the Cowboys on this one.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that Monday night Bears game. I think Vegas knows they're frauds just like we do.
Yep.
Feels I don't trust the kid.
Hell no. And he's gonna play the Dallas defense. Oh, he's gonna get his lunch ate.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we talked about last night. Is they've never played. They haven't played a defense like this, a defensive front like this.
Yeah,
Either.
no, like I hope he brings his Nikes because he's gonna be running.
Yeah, he's gonna be needing it. Ooh,
Yeah.
what about that prop bet then?
Oh, I bet it's probably around 60 something, mid 60s. I'd take the over.
Okay.
Yep. If it's any higher than that, I don't know. Because I mean, if Micah, I don't know what Micah Parsons' health is right now, but if he's healthy, that boy can run.
Dude, but when he got hurt, he got better the
You
more
think
he got
so?
hurt. Dude, I was watching that game. I was freaked out because I was at work and I was with my GM, and I'm like, dude, is this kid getting better? The more injured he gets, he goes, I was thinking the same thing. So much more, he's faster, he's quicker, he's this. Holy shit,
Oh, dude, he's a freak athlete. Like
he's a beast.
it's scary that a defensive end is like he's in his second year and he's that good. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's like every 2 or 3 years, one of those kids come out, um,
Yep.
and he's the one. But that guy, see now that guy's somebody that I would turn into a franchise player for me, other than freaking Dak Prescott.
Oh, you didn't get
Don't
into
give
your
me
Dak Prescott soapbox.
don't no okay. Go on, bro, because I will cry on your show.
All right. So we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to New Orleans. Spread is 1.5. This probably I think this is the closest spread on the board right now. The over under is 50. I'm gonna take the Raiders because they're the Saints week in and week out are missing players. Like they released their injury report today, and I don't know why this line's so small. I really don't. So give me the Raiders.
What I don't remember what I had in this. I know
You
I
had the
think
Saints.
I think I took the Saints.
Is that who
Uh,
you want?
yeah, the Saints. The Saint. Well, my theory. I'm trying to remember. My theory was two shitty teams.
And you
Uh,
took the home team.
and took the home team. Yeah. Although there's very little home field advantage in the NFL though anymore.
It depends on the stadium.
That's what I mean.
Used to like so back when Drew Brees was in his heyday, and like the Panthers would travel to New Orleans, like dude, that's a big game. Like playing in New
Yeah.
Orleans, is a big game. It used to be a big game. I don't think it's that big of a game no more.
And then there's only a few stadiums I think that are
Yes.
tough to play. You know the Kansas City's stadium,
Yo.
Seattle at night.
Yes.
Um, you got me, bud. I can't name another one.
Buffalo, I think is a tough one.
Oh yeah,
Lambeau.
Lambeau. Yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a few that are tough to play at, but there's some that there's really not many.
Hey, bro, 47 and a half rushing yards for Justin Fields.
That's it.
That's it, bro. I'm
That
jumping
might
on
be
it.
that
I'm
might be
placing the I'm
that might
placing
be
the
a
bet right
hammer.
now.
Yeah, that might be a hammer.
I'm placing that bet right now, brother.
I like that. How many units?
Because I don't trust him, I'll go two.
Okay. I'll go 5. No, I'm just playing.
Oh God.
I'm just playing. All right. We got Miami is traveling to Detroit in what feels like a trap game. It really does for Miami. So hold on a minute, 1 second. So it feels like a trap game for Miami. We got 3.5 spread. Dolphins minus 3.5. You got the over under at 51.5. What you got?
I'm fading the Lions defense.
That's a
I
yeah.
love the Lions coaching staff. I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm fading the Lions defense here. Give me the Dolphins.
I agree. I actually think Jared Goff hasn't been that bad either. Like
Yeah.
they've been able to score points, but like when your defense gives up 30 plus a game, like you're gonna lose games.
Well, didn't they lose last week late or something like that? I don't know.
They were on a bye last week, but
Okay.
all right. So you got New England headed to the New
Oh,
York
don't even say it, brother.
Jets.
I'll just spell it for you. Jets, Jets.
Yes, sir.
I'm riding the train, bro.
I agree. I think this Jets team is something serious, and they're kind of like the Bills. It's the coaching.
Yeah.
Like dude, I love
And
Robert.
the Giants.
Yeah, dude, that's what I meant to say. Not the Bills, the Giants. Dude, the Jets. I love Robert Saleh. I loved him
Mhm.
when he was in San Francisco, and then he was one of those coaches. I was like, please be a good head coach, like because I liked him and I wanted the Panthers to hire him. But yeah, so yeah, I love Robert Saleh. I like what he's doing. I think the wheels are falling off in New England, and I think we could be seeing the last year or so of Bill Belichick. So, give me the Jets as well. Next we got a 1 o'clock game. We got the Steelers traveling to the Eagles. This spread is also 10.5. That's the second one
Okay,
on the board.
yeah. So I've got I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to middle this one between our podcast, our NFL Pick'em podcast, in here. I'm gonna middle it. I got the Steelers on our podcast covering,
Yep,
but I've got the Eagles winning this
I do
outright.
too. Yep, same. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I think if this game was like 8.5 or something, I'd probably be on the Eagles. But like,
Oh, but let me say like a capper would. I'll take the Steelers plus the points, and I will take the Eagles money line. Now I sound like a real capper.
there
I'm
you
gonna try
go.
to middle.
Now you sound like Donnie. All right. He's gonna watch this and go, "What the fuck? I don't sound like that." Okay, so now we got the Titans headed to the Texans, and for those that didn't watch the show last night, this game got talked about a little bit. And you said this game is a big deal down where you live.
Yeah, the Titans are old Houston Oilers
Yep,
with when Bum Phillips was here, and our freaking uh, running back Earl Campbell,
yep,
and it played at the old Superdome, or God, I can't remember, Astrodome. It was a huge deal, man, and all these people in Houston were really really upset, and half of them now are Titans fans just because they won't give it up. It's a huge deal. It's going to be packed. That place is going to be rocking and rolling, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
nope,
The Texans need three teams to help fend off the Titans. So,
yeah.
yeah, the Titans win this.
Yeah, there's just Derrick Henry just he's part owner of the Titans. I mean, I'm sorry, of the Texans. So, um I saw something where I think his last 3 games he hasn't had under 150 rushing yards versus the Texans or something like that. So, yeah, I'm on the Titans too. I think
Yeah.
they scared me early in the season. Like I thought they were fixing to have a really bad year, but I really think they've actually like righted the ship, and
Mhm.
I think the Titans take care of business. This is going to be a good game, I think, and a fun game to watch. So we got the Giants going across the country to Seattle. The spread is 3, over under 44.5. Who you got?
Yeah. So, Washington. And it's funny you said this is going to be a fun game to watch. It's very rare that you get two crappy teams uh, and have it make it a fun game. But I'm with you. Uh, the Colts are on a downward spiral. Give me Washington.
Ho ho. Giants and Seahawks is where we're
I
at.
thought you were talking about Washington and the Colts.
No, my bad. Giants, Seahawks.
Oh, give me my Giants. We're riding that train. That's my New York teams, man. I'm a huge New York fan this year, guys. So if anybody's out there wants to send me some tickets, even the basketball games, I'd love to go. I'll hop on a plane and see y'all there in a hurry. But yeah, give me the Giants, baby.
I'm on the other side. I think if this game was in New York, I'd probably agree, but I think Gino's been fun to watch this year. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from the Giants, but those dudes have a horseshoe stuck up their ass in the fourth quarter. I don't know how they keep doing it, but they just keep pulling it off. They were literally this close from a loss against the Jaguars last week. Trevor Lawrence hit Christian Kirk on the 1 yard line. It was just good, play good defense. They hit him, and he didn't make it in the end zone. Time ran out, and the Giants won. I think that luck is going to run out this week as they go across the country, personally.
Well, you call it luck, I call it great tackling. So give me the Giants.
That's a great way to look at it. You're a fucking coach, so. All right.
Plus, I'd rather be lucky than good any day.
Yeah,
Move on.
I agree. The 49ers are traveling to LA. The spread is 1.5 on this game, one of the lowest on the board, over under 42.5. I like San Francisco in this game by like 10.
I like
I really think the only reason this game is so close is because, like, if you look at it, the Rams they've owned the 49ers. So give me the 49ers in this one. I think Christian McCaffrey gets involved in a big way this week, and they just take care of business.
Yeah, he should. If he doesn't, it's a disservice to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
give me the San Francisco McCaffreys
Hell
all
yeah.
day.
I want to see him do good.
I do too.
Now,
He stay healthy.
yes, which he has. And like that's one thing I've constantly said, even when he was here. Like, I really think he just had 2 years of just bad luck. He didn't have like an ACL tear. He didn't tear anything. It's just he just had some bad fucking luck.
Right.
And he stayed healthy all season. We just fucking suck and traded him. Um, so Commanders versus Colts. You kind of already gave your pick on that one. The
Yeah,
Commanders.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Two crappy teams going to be a great game. Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, I agree. I think I this is one of those things where the Commanders got better by losing their quarterback.
Yeah.
Um I I love Taylor Heineke. I love Taylor Heineke when he was here. And I was really I didn't like when the Panthers let him go. He was a solid quarterback. Uh Taylor Heineke is that guy, and I think the Commanders got instantly better, and there's no reason they should be dogs in this game, like zero.
Yeah, it's funny, even when I was coaching, it always worried us when because I was a defense coordinator. It always worried us when the starting quarterback got hurt, even though he was a stud. I always hated when the starting quarterback got hurt because you never knew what that backup was going to do.
Yep.
And if you've been watching college football the last couple of years, Alabama's backups, Saban has brought in the backup even in the middle of the national championship game, and Tua went off,
Yep.
and just backups and it scares the crap out of you because you never know. The only place that shit doesn't work is A&M. But I digress. I'm not going to even talk about that. But yes, I agree with you, dude. The backup comes in, and I mean, it's happening. What's the other place in
The
New England? That
Yes,
little that
yes,
what
yeah.
Zappy was
Zappy and Mac Jones.
Yeah, Zappy's showing off, man. So
Yep.
yeah, scary.
All right, Coach Z. So now we got. Let's see where we leave off. All right, we got Green Bay heading to Buffalo.
Yeah, best team in the league, man. You can't fade the best team in the league. Packers, no. That's all I gotta say. Best team in the league. One of the top two quarterbacks in the league versus the Packers. Give me the Bills at home.
I wrote down your answer before you even answered it. I already knew who you were on. Um, this so like it's weird having Aaron Rodgers on the other side and the spread being 11. This
Yeah,
is too many points. It's
yeah,
way too many. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not enough
yeah,
points. Not enough points. The
yeah.
Bills might score three. They might win by 3 touchdowns.
A lot of respect for Aaron Rodgers right there. That's what it's showing.
Yeah. All right. Monday Night Football. We got Cincinnati traveling to Cleveland in an AFC North divisional game. The spread is 3. I finally remember last night we couldn't figure out why it was like
Okay.
so close. I think I know why now.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had some kind of hip injury. I didn't know about it. And I knew about it on the show last night and I just forgot apparently. But yeah, so that might have something to do with that spread being 3. That being
Divisional game, keep it close too, right?
Yeah, I was going to say though that being said, give me the Bengals all day
I mean,
long.
I was gonna ask if you want me to go get my Joey B jersey and put it on.
No,
You know, I'm all
T
about
so T Higgins, he's not Jamar Chase, but he's not far off from it.
exactly,
T
exactly.
Higgins is a monster. So like it's not like they're without receivers. So
And it's okay to keep fading Cleveland too. They haven't like they haven't changed a bit.
no, like this game is going to be so this might be a fun bet we need to look at is first half under, second half over.
Okay.
Because Cleveland, well, I say that because Cleveland, they have an okay defense. I would say that they could like slow the Bengals down in the first half, but then your defense stays on the field so much, they're going to get tired, and the Bengals are going to score fucking 42. So give me the Bengals, and that's gonna We're gonna wrap up the slate. We have a lot of the same, but there are some key differences where that will determine the winner.
Yeah, I mean, and it should. I don't expect you to go rogue anymore like you did that one week. Um, we should be kind of the same, man. But I
I did
appreciate.
so bad that week. I went like 2-15.
And you weren't even drinking. I don't know what happened. I don't know why you did it. I mean, maybe you were mad at something and took it out on us. I don't know. But man, I appreciate you having me on, dude. This is
Dude,
fun.
hell yeah, it was fun. We will do it again, definitely.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
guys.
in. I'm down.
Appreciate you watching. This is Coach Z and Tristan signing off.
Adios.